Government to recruit more than 18,000 officers in cadre and non-cadre posts for government services, says Public Administration Secretary. Chief Election Commissioner takes oath with 4 new election commissioners, saying the commission is committed to holding free, fair and impartial polls. National Review Committee calls for hiring a renowned international legal firm to evaluate major power generation contracts like Adani signed during Sheikh Hasina's fascist regime. Containers handling at Chattogram port increases by 6.5% in the first 4 months of the present fiscal year, which is positive, says Port Authority. Decision taken at COP29 summit to form $300 billion fund to help poorer nations cope with the impacts of climate change. And Bangladesh batting in reply to West Indies' 450 runs on the third day in the first innings in Antigua Test. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan welcoming you all to News at 10. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. In order to expedite activities of the government, as many as 18,149 new officers are going to be recruited. Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Public Administration, Dr. Mukhlisur Rahman, disclosed this at a briefing at the Secretariat today. These cadre and non-cadre officers will be recruited through 43rd to 47 BCS. The Secretary said of the officers, 12,710 will be recruited in cadre posts, while 5,439 will be recruited in non-cadre posts. Newly appointed Chief Election Commissioner A.M.M. Nasiruddin and 4 election commissioners have taken oath. Chief Justice Syed Rifat Ahmed administered the oath at the Judges' Lounge in the Supreme Court today. The 4 election commissioners are retired Additional Secretary Muhammad Anwarul Islam Sharkar, retired District and Session Judge Abdur Rahman Al-Masood, retired Joint Secretary Tahmida Ahmed and retired Brigadier General Abul Fasl Muhammad Sanaullah.
শপথ যেটা নিয়েছি এই শপথের সম্মানটা আমি রাখতে চাই। আমি এটাকে একটা নিজের জীবনে একটা বড় অপরচুনিটি হিসাবে দেখছি। এই দায়িত্বটাকে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা লাগবে, দেশবাসীর সহযোগিতা লাগবে, রাজনৈতিক দলগুলোর সহযোগিতা লাগবে। সবার সহযোগিতা নিয়ে ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা এই জাতিকে একটা ফ্রি, ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড ক্রেডিবল ইলেকশন দেওয়ার জন্য প্রতিশ্রুতিবদ্ধ, and I will do my best for that.
On November 20th, a list of 10 persons was submitted to the President for formation of the Election Commission. The EC was formed comprising of 5 persons out of the list of 10 proposed names. A.M.M. Nasiruddin is the 14th Chief Election Commissioner of Bangladesh. Later, talking to reporters, the new Chief Election Commissioner said the Commission is committed to hold a free, fair and impartial election. The Electoral Reform Commission received a proposal to bring former election commissioners under trial for allegedly violating constitutional obligations and oath of office by conducting controversial elections. Head of the Reform Commission, Bodiul Alam Mojumdar, made the comment to journalists following a meeting with academics and civil society members on electoral system reform today. Addressing the journalists, he also said suggestions also came for making the Election Commission independent, stronger and financially autonomous. Bodiul Alam Mojumdar said everyone at the meeting agreed on reinstating the no vote option. Additionally, it was stressed that democracy must be established within political parties, he added. Teachers from various universities and eminent citizens participated in today's meeting. Home Advisor Lieutenant General Retired Jahangir Alam Chaudhry said that the problems relating to movement of auto rickshaws would be resolved in the light of the directives of the High Court. He told this to newsmen after the Advisory Council meeting on law and order at the Secretariat today. The meeting discussed various issues including measures to improve law and order situation across the country, maintaining law and order during Vishwa Ijtima, Victory Day celebration, steps to upgrade traffic system and effective measures to check drug abuse. Replying to a query from journalists, the Home Advisor said that legal measures would be taken regarding false cases lodged against any individual. He informed that a committee is being formed so that the accused in fake and false cases are not harassed. The government will appeal to the Supreme Court against the High Court order to stop operation of battery-powered auto rickshaws in the city. Chief Advisor's Deputy Press Secretary Azad Mujumdar said this while briefing journalists on current situation of the country at the Foreign Service Academy this evening. During the briefing, Deputy Press Secretary Apurba Jahangir replied to various questions of the journalists. Azad Mujumdar also said that the government is conscious so that no one is harassed at the airport. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam said that specific policies will be taken to stop unnecessary harassment. The National Review Committee on the Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources on Sunday asked the interim government to hire a reputed legal and investigative firm to assist its review on major power generation contracts signed during fascist Sheikh Hasina's autocratic rule between 2009 and 2024. In an extraordinary resolution, the committee led by Justice Moinul Islam Chaudhry said it needed more time to do further analysis of other solicited and unsolicited contracts. The committee is collecting evidence that may lead to potential renegotiations or cancellation of contracts in line with international arbitration laws and proceedings. In this resolution, the review committee said to facilitate this, they recommend immediate engagement of one or more top-quality international legal and investigative firms to assist the committee. It said it wants to ensure that its investigations are in line with international standard and will be acceptable in international negotiations and arbitration. The committee is currently engaged in the detailed investigation of several contracts. They include Adani Godda BIFPCL 1234.4 megawatt coal-fired power plant, Pyra 1320 megawatt coal, Meghnaghat 335 megawatt dual fuel, Ashuganj 195 megawatt gas, Bashkhali 612 megawatt coal, Meghnaghat 583 megawatt dual fuel and Meghnaghat 584 megawatt gas or RLNG. Commerce advisor Sheikh Bashiruddin hopes to get GST facility from USA if the issues relating to labor rights can be made compliant. He disclosed this to newsmen after meeting with a 20-member delegation led by Kelly M. Fay Rodriguez, U.S. Special Representative for International Labor Affairs, Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labor. The Commerce Advisor said that the meeting discussed further updating of labor law and speedy implementation of 11-point programs related to labor rights. Speaking on the occasion, Commerce Secretary M. Salimuddin informed that the incumbent government has taken up several reform initiatives. A separate team is working to ensure reform in labor sector too, the advisor added. Family of Buet student Rehan Ahsan, who was killed at the Shapla Chottor on May 5th in 2013, filed a case with International Crimes Tribunal against 44 persons, including ousted Sheikh Hasina. Victim's mother Iffatara and sister Faria Shaurani filed the case this afternoon. Advocate S.M. Tasmirul Islam will act as plaintiff's representative. Rehan's mother Iffatara said her son was pious and loved adventure. The meritorious student was killed during the clash between law enforcers and Hifazat activists. Turkish ambassador to Dhaka Ramesh Shen paid a call on BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir at BNP Chairperson's Gulshan office in the capital today. During the call-on, they discussed different issues relating to mutual interest. Member of BNP Standing Committee and Chairperson of Party's Foreign Affairs Advisory Committee Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry and BNP Organizing Secretary Shama Ubaid were present during the call-on. Later, briefing reporters Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry said issues like election, Rohingyas and investment came up for discussion during the meeting. Now, international news.